Hi everyone, it's nearing the end of March, which means it's time for my March favourites. Recently I found it quite difficult to find some new products to talk about in my monthly favourites because my skin, makeup and hair routines generally stay the same and very little changes. But I've got my top 5 products for March 2014 for you today. So starting with makeup, I am a very low maintenance eye makeup girl. Generally I wear one eyeshadow washed all over the lid and I can't be bothered with blending other colours and crease work and things like that on a daily basis, and then I wear winged eyeliner and mascara every day. The colour that I use all over the lids changes quite regularly, and recently I've been using this one by e.l.f. This is called Moondust. It's one of their customised ones, so it comes in a little pan and it's got a little magnet on the back, but this is a really beautiful mid-tone brown with a golden undertone, so when you actually apply it, it's actually almost got like a slight sheen of gold over it and it's just so pretty in the eyes. It's a very nice pigmented colour and it just blends really lovely, and I just use this little fluffy brush, pack it onto the brush and then just apply it all over the lid and then just blend it slightly so it's a little bit more defined in the crease. But this is a really beautiful colour. I really love it for an all over the lid wash of colour, and it just adds like a slight brightness to the eye. I think it's the golden undertone that just makes your kind of eye area look brighter without using a stark white or a stark beigey colour. So I really like this, and I think these are like £1 something, so they're very cheap and affordable, and I know e.l.f. usually has discount codes of like 30%, even up to 50% as well, so you should check this out and I really recommend that. The second makeup item is a lip product, and recently I haven't really been wearing a lot of lip products because they tend to get stuck in my braces. I think I've said this a million times now, but I found one that doesn't give me that issue, and it's this. It's the Makeup Academy Pout, and it's basically similar to the kind of chubby stick, Revlon, matte balms or whatever they're called kind of thing, and they're just basically giant pencils. This is in the shade Runway, and the packaging makes it look like a bright tomato red, and so does the bullet. But when you swatch it, if it's swatched heavily, it's more of like a corally red, but I like to wear it quite lightly on the lips, so it's kind of looks more pinky. I like to sheer it out a little bit as well, so it just looks really nice and rosy on the lips. And what I tend to do is I apply one layer of this and then blot, making sure to blot in the inner bit as well so it doesn't get on my braces. Then apply another layer and then blot, so it's just 2 light kind of stain layers of this. And it's just a really nice kind of low-key, everyday, slightly red lip, and it's a really great everyday colour as well. I was wearing this in my last video, which you can kind of see the colour but not really because the video was very grainy, and I really need to sort out the ISO of my camera, so hopefully today's video won't be too grainy, but yeah, I was wearing it in the last video. This is also really great because it lasts really well on the lips. I find that after about 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours, it starts to wear away in the middle bit and you end up with like a line around your lips, but you just reapply and you're good to go, and it just lasts and lasts even when you're eating and drinking, and it doesn't dry your lips out as well, which is great because I sometimes get dry lips. Moving on to some skincare things, recently my forehead has broken out quite heavily. When my forehead breaks out, I get lots of tiny little bumps rather than big kind of cystic acne bumps, and I get lots of whiteheads and just little red raised bumps. So 2 things that I've been using to try and help combat that are these. Oops. There we go, these. The first one is the tea tree oil, and this is from Superdrug, but you can buy it in most places like Boots, Superdrug, supermarkets, Body Shop, you know, it's quite easy to come by. And I've been using this on a Q-tip just all over the spots that I have, and I find that this hasn't dried my skin out at all like a lot of other spot treatments, and it just really helps to make the spots reduce in size, make them less red, and it also helps to get rid of the whiteheads a little. And this has a very strong tea tree smell obviously, but I quite like it. It's kind of like medical in my mind, and this is something that I'll always have in my skincare collection. And if you break out quite often, then I recommend having something like this in your skincare collection as well, because it's just a really great, very easy to use spot treatment. It might not be the quickest one to use, but it just helps to kind of get rid of redness and help clear up the spots a bit quicker. The other skincare thing is the Alpha H Liquid Gold, and I've been using this for years. I absolutely love it. This is my 3rd bottle I think, and I just really love this. This is a AHA treatment. It's got glycolic acid in, and basically I just use it on a cotton pad twice a week or so. If I've broken out, then I use it every other day, and I just wipe it on all over the face, and the next morning my skin looks brighter and clearer, and the spots always look slightly diminished in size. I think this is because glycolic acid helps to get rid of dead skin cells because it chemically exfoliates them away, so It kind of helps to clear out the pores a little and just generally evens out my skin tone a lot, and I really like this. It makes your skin kind of tingle a little and go a little bit red when you apply it, but the next morning your skin just looks so much brighter and clearer and feels really nice and soft as well. So I'd really recommend this, and if you do use this then please remember to use a sunscreen with this, because glycolic acid or any AHA makes your skin more susceptible to sun damage, so please bear that in mind if you use an AHA product. The last thing I want to talk about is a fragrance, and I'm a little bit hesitant to talk about this because I'm a little bit embarrassed to have this actually, to be honest, and it's the One Direction perfume. And in case you're wondering why I bought this in Boots just after Christmas, and basically I needed to make up the kind of threshold spend to get free delivery to store, because I thought if I'm going to pay a couple of pounds to get this items delivered, I might as well just buy something else. So I bought this in a gift set. This is the 50ml fragrance, and I got a body lotion as well, and I think it was about £14, which is very cheap. So I've been using this a lot recently. It's a very nice spring summer scent, but it's not a very grown-up scent. So if you like kind of musky, woody scents, then just don't listen now, because you will not like this at all. This is a very sweet and fruity smell. It's just a really nice kind of fun fragrance, which I know I'll be using a lot throughout spring and summer. So if you like kind of sweet and fruity fragrances that don't cost a bomb, then I'd really recommend checking this out. You might get some funny looks if you're over about 15 buying this, but it's definitely worth it because it's a very nice fragrance and it lasts really well on the skin as well. And I'm not the biggest kind of 1D fan. I'm not like an uber fangirl who's like, you know about them. But you know, I like their music. I'll listen to it and it's catchy. I'm just not kind of crazy fangirl about them. So that's about it for my March favourites. Like I said, a very short and sweet video. I'd love to know what you were loving throughout March. Please let me know in the comments below, or leave me a link to your video and I'll come check it out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!